Hello everyone, it's Annette, your Fairy Does Nails. And as it is holiday, December, hot summer's day here in South Africa, I just felt I want to do a party nail. And I've got this light, like unicorn type of mix that I've made in my mind to do something with it. So let's get started. I'm going to start off by, the nail has been prepped. It's been buffed. Cuticle area has been prepped, everything. I've got a mix that I've made here. I call it like a milky color. It's my own mix. That I'm just going to put down as a base color. And then we're going to start building it up with a clear acrylic and all these party glitters that I've got. So I'm going to call it my party nail. Just remember always to keep your brush clean from any acrylic so that it doesn't get stuck or dry on the actual brush. Burp your brush, keep it wet when you do the patting of the acrylic that you've just added. And there we go. That is good enough. So now we're going to take some clear acrylic, nice bead. I'm going to dip it into this glitter that I've made. And we're going to put it on. I'm also going to use like little stars, more like in a beige holographic kind of color. I'm going to add them to the nail once I've put all this on. I must admit, I love this glitter. It is gorgeous. I can't even remember where I got all these glitters from that I've mixed into, this mix of mine. But it's got like a pinkish color, and the holographic kind of green comes through. So yeah, it's very, very nice. I've even added some little stars to this mix, and you'll see how it's picked up when you put down the glitter. This one will push that way because the tip is too narrow for it go to right up to the edge. So there we go. Guys, I wonder if you can see that. Oh, I like this. I'm just going to touch up here and there so that we can have some effect of 3D coming through. Now I'm just going to take clear a bead of acrylic, and I'm basically just going to go over this and, very thinly, just basically wet the nail, because I want to add these other stars that I were talking about. So There we go. As you can see on my brush, that is what they look like. They're actually gorgeous. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting them down where I think to have some kind of a balance on the nail, and then press them into that little layer of wet acrylic that I've just put down. And I think once we've actually encapsulated this with a bit of clear, you will actually only see the effect of these stars then. I think we've added enough. So now I'm going to encapsulate in clear, wait for it to dry, and I'll shape it off then by buffing sidewalls, cuticle area, and then, you know, the normal arch of the nail, and then we should have a perfect arch nail. So now this is when you would make sure, when you're doing your client's nails, when you're encapsulating after doing a glitter design like this, that this is when your arch is built perfectly. You can add small beads, big beads, one bead method, whichever way you're comfortable with, as you go along, as long as you've got the arch of the nail settled and nice, and then you can just do the finishing touches with your file. As you can see, I'm teasing down this bead from the cuticle area of the nail right to the edge of the nail. Wetting my brush again, taking another bead of clear, putting at the end, touching it down, and then just pulling it up. And there we go. We've got a beautiful encapsulated party nail. Now we're just going to wait for it to dry. I'll quickly show you my buff routine or my filing routine, and then we can top coat and add some stones. And so the nail is dry. By tapping with it or tapping with your finger, you can hear that the nail is dry. So now I'm going to show you my filing routine. When I start off, I go hold the finger nice and tight, and then sidewall to make it nice and straight at a 45-degree angle, and then come up so that the sidewall is vertically also on the side straight, and then you start shaping upwards to the actual arch of the nail. Then I swap around, go to the other side of my nail, same thing, 45-degree angle to make sure that it's nice and straight. Then I go in upright completely, make sure that that is straight, and then when I'm looking down on the actual file, let me try and show you this. Like this. There, you don't see any gaps in between the file and the actual nail. So that's when you know that your filing is actually straight. Now I go in, shaping it at a 45-degree angle on top of the nail. Going back this way. A few this way. I always check. And now I go into my cuticle area. What I do here, we can just dust it so that you could see, is I always like put my thumb down here at the cuticle area. Pull back that cuticle area for the client, not hard, just softly, and then you actually use your thumb here as the guideline to where you are going to buff. I would rather have a scratched thumb myself than have my client's cuticle damaged. There we go. These nails are not nicely stuck on this flexi finger today. But you see, now I'm pulling, taking my finger, pulling the cuticles downwards, yeah, like on the sides, protecting with this finger here and this finger here, protecting the client's cuticle area on the sides, and buff. And now I'm going to check, I'm going to try and show you from the side to see this arch so that you've got the strength, yeah, where the nail normally breaks. Okay, so there we go. We're buffing, buffing, buffing. Putting a little bit, I call it elbow grease in there. And then we're going to clean off and top coat. So now, before we top coat this nail, I'm just going to take alcohol, propofol alcohol, wipe over the nail and the side walls and cuticles to make sure that there's no dust, because dust makes your top coat look terrible. There we go. So now I'm going to use Magnetic Supreme finish today, as it is only an acrylic nail. And I'm going to use the same gel top coat to actually stick on my stones. I always call the top coat the magic part of it all, because your nail is so dull and you can't see the glitter and that. But as soon as you put on your top coat, you can see exactly what you've done. It is gorgeous. So, there. Top coat done. We're just going to cure it, and then we're going to add the stones. Okay, so I've decided against the top coat to add the stones. I think what I will do is rather use a bit of clear acrylic gel or poly gel to adhere the stones, because I've decided on big stones. So let's see. I'm wetting my brush in the gel liquid and taking a tiny little bead. There we go. And of course, placing it where I want to put down the stones. Wet the brush with the gel liquid. Make it go flat and have the body of the gel where you actually want to have the big stone, and then work it out more to a flatter surface or no humps as you want to stick the smaller stones there. So here we go. I'm just looking for my little stick, and here we go. This is the big one. So now I'm going to press it into that polygel. I'm going to use my finger. Then the sides of the gem is actually covered by the polygel. There we go. Now we can take a smaller one. To the side. Where's another small? There we go. A smaller one. Put it there. And then I've got a few even smaller ones. So let's put that back in. There. Just a few. And then I'm going to stack these in this kind of a pattern. There we go. And there we go. Maybe I'll just add another one. Just need to get them turned around. There we go. I'm just pulling a bit of that poly gel. Take my brush with a bit of liquid and clean it off here. And make sure that it's nice and flat. And then I of course need just one more little stone. So I'm taking a tiny bit of polygel and just adding it to where I want the last little stone. See, that one is not properly stuck down, so I'm working this into that area there and leaving that there. So now we can pick it up again, put it where it's supposed to go, get the other one and put it down on the side, so that you want this swooshy kind of downward look, because you want some balance on the nail. And now I'm battling to pick it up. Of course, Murphy is always in here. And there we go, that is the last stone. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to cure it for 60 seconds. And then we'll just... And here we go. Just to show you that these gems are really stuck down here. So now I'm going to do the last little bit. Just make sure that the nail is very nice and shiny. Touch up where we've stuck down the gems with a bit of top coat, maybe a little bit at the back, just to make double sure that those gems are sealed off, not over them, otherwise they lose their shine. There we go. We're gonna cure this, and then I will show you a close-up of the snail. And here we go. All done. All the glitters, everything is in there. See when I turn it like that? You can see the little stars and all the colors of the glitter. And then of course the stones that goes with it. I think this is a very nice snail. I like it. Maybe I'm going to make myself a set. You just never know. So guys, girls, ladies, nail lovers, have a fantastic day. Speak to you soon. And the next video will be coming up soon. Bye.